Hi guys, welcome to another masterpiece session. This week I've gone for Tokyo Story, the 1953 film by Yasujiro. The film stars Chinshu Ryu, Setsuko Hara, and Cheiko Higashiyama, if I said that correctly. These are actors that have usually worked with Ozu in the past. The story is about an elderly couple who go to visit Tokyo to go see their grown-up children. Whilst doing so, their son and daughter have no time or patience for them, and the only person showing really real affection and time for them is their daughter-in-law who was married to a son who died in the World War. The film is absolutely emotional, whilst really being quite uneventful in some ways. This is a talent that Ozil has in his films. He does show a lot of intensity whilst the film flows quite slowly, and it's his pacing that really made him one of the masters of cinema. He's in fact one of the three main directors from Japan at the time. We had Kurosawa, Mizoguchi and Ozil. Unlike Kurosawa and Mizoguchi, Ozil mainly did Gandai Gekis, which were more contemporary films set in modern times in a more progressive Japan. Well, Kurosawa and Mizoguchi did Jidai Gekis, which were period pieces, like the samurai movies that you see in Kurosawa's films. This film is just one of the greatest films ever made, and I think it's Ozil's best movie. You'll probably see Ozil a lot in this series. His movies are like absolute masterpieces. There's so many to mention. Ozil has a very distinct style in his films. They're always about family, different situations in family. From Late Spring you see, and others really. This film is just absolutely beautiful. What I mentioned last week in The Mood for Love, where we saw Wong Kar-wai doing main characters in frames within frames for solo shots, this is very similar. Ozu does seem to constrain all his cast on shot within a frame, which is really cool. It is quite mesmerising to watch. It's a style that you don't really see in many directors. In fact, I think one director that you can see has been inspired by Ozil is probably Wes Anderson. The same sort of style in his films, also the same sort of topics. He does a lot of films about families, but yeah, Ozu is just phenomenal. The film is just a wonderful story. The family, they just have no time for them, but at the same time, the mother and father, just the grandparents, seem to be very uplifting. The father is still optimistic about his children, no matter how badly they treat them. There's one scene where they're put in a hotel where there's like a party going on at the same time, and you can really see that, like, you know, that as well as the disappointed they are, they seem to be at some point quite cheerful about, they're kids at the end of the day. That's their sort of attitude. And tragedy comes in the film, and the way we see that unravel is so emotional and very upsetting, but still beautiful. The story is just so beautifully told. I can't say it enough. It is a masterpiece. Tokyo Story is one of the greatest films that I've ever seen to come out of Japan. What you do see a lot in this film, technically, Ozu was someone who pioneered the tatami matte shot, which is a very low shot, which is because a lot of his cast would be sitting down in most of the shots, and he would have the camera so low at eye level, so you do get this beautiful shot, and everyone was just centre stage, and it's just so beautifully done. I just don't see that a lot, and the conversations in Tokyo Story are just so, the way that the film is cut is as if the camera is literally symmetrical between the two characters, and when you have that cut to cut within conversations, the characters are dead center, and it's almost like it's a mirror, and it's phenomenal to watch. Tokyo Story is very easily available to UK viewers and US viewers. There's a Criterion in the US and UK. BFI have released it. You can also get the Criterion over here if you have a region 3 Blu-ray player. Just, it's an amazing movie. I just can't recommend this film enough, and I think it is a film that anyone who is into cinema, Asian cinema, or just cinema alone, should see it. I can't recommend it enough. Just, yeah, it's beautiful. So yeah, go see that film, guys, if you can get it on Blu-ray. Just get it. So yeah, please subscribe, guys, if you like this video. If you want to see more in the series, please recommend videos below, different movies that you want to see come up in this, and subscribe. Yeah, and I'll see you next week, guys. Take it easy.